We are now officially beginning chapter 2.
Whoa. How did this happen? Who was he?
I do not know.
What did he want with us? We're nobodies. Did you kill him?
I did what had to be done.
Could have died. Never leave me alone again, all right?
All right.
This is going to be a very, very long chapter.
You've had to kill people before, haven't you? You're used to it.
We do what we must to survive.
Animals, I get. They're food. Draugr, they're supposed to be dead. But people, they're trying to survive too.
Close your heart to it. On our journey, we will be attacked by all manner of creature. Close your heart to their desperation. Close your heart to their suffering. Do not allow yourself to feel for them. They will not feel for you.
I understand. Has this been here all this time? Why don't you help me up there? I can get a better look.
There's going to be moments where you're going to need to use Boy to kind of help you
Okay. Nowhere
continue.
To go from here, except across this bridge.
As you can see, you just kind of got to shoot this bridge down here. So you're going to want to step behind you. Pick up, of course, anything that you need to pick up along the way. Use the wheel to lower it and then freeze it.
You can lower it from there.
Go.
Made it. Good idea.
Now, do not put your axe back. Again, you can hit a lot of these, and sometimes you will gain, as you can see, some hack silver. I'm not really sure if it's random or not, but not every single one that you hit is going to give you hack silver. Before we move on, again, continue to make sure you leave your axe where it is. Come over here. Grab some more, and then now we can move on. But you don't want to cross until, or should I say, you don't want to get your axe until you've crossed the bridge. Now you can put it back.
Father, will we see others on the road?
Yes.
Friendly?
No.
They'll try and rob us?
Possibly. Yes.
Oh.
Now, you'll never need to actually come back into here, but this is essentially going to allow you to be able to come and go in all the areas where you have to go through the story and make it so you don't have to go through the same stuff over again. So it just provides you a quicker kind of shortcut.
Look. All this time, there's been a protection stave around our entire woods. But the stave's broken there. Did you cut those down?
She had marked the tree she wished used for her pyre.
Why'd she do that?
Come. No looking back now.
Of course, she did that because she was protecting them, so...
So, how long will it take to get to the mountain?
I do not know.
Before winter falls?
I do not know.
Okay, okay.
Kratos is definitely not the father you want to ask, are we there yet? Alright, so we're in a new area, the Wildwood's Edge.
Yes. Should I fire?
Wait for my mark.
Lots of enemies here, so let's begin. Oh. He should not have hit me. I don't know how that happened. So, there is a method that you can use during these fights to make taking out Draugrs much, much simpler. Essentially come over here, get them over into this area. Now once you do so, kind of get out of the way, get them up in the air, and kind of stick them to the wall. It's pretty cool. Now, if they're level 2, you can't obviously do that, so you gotta watch out.
Boy, focus!
Alright, so now we have enemies that can do projectiles. Now, these projectiles, you need to focus on those enemies first, but always understand where your threat indicator is. If it turns red, you need to make sure that you are immediately dodging and getting out of the way. If it's white, just know that someone is going to be hitting you soon, and then it's that pretty simple to follow. You can do quick turns by hitting down. Again, use that same method I told you about. Come over here. Those guys can be taken out very, very easily. So as soon as he's over here, get out of the way. Get him up in the air. And then you can... But you have to make sure that you are constantly... are bringing your axe back when you do that. Up. You know that something's coming at you, so that's why you got to get out of the way. So, we have a new guy up here. There's one on the bottom and one up here. He's almost done. There we go.
Keep the pressure on.
Alright, you can use the same method with these guys. Although sometimes if you're not against an actual wall, it won't work. So, gotta make sure you're against the wall. Oh, my bad. Ooh. Let's actually grab some health here. There should be something around here, I think. Yep, right here. It does take a little bit of time to get used to this method, but once you can master it, you'll get really good at it. Only works on enemies that are equal to your level that you can actually lift up, so keep that in mind too. Ooh, almost got me. All right. This is in no way a no damage walkthrough, that's for sure.
If you want to help, distract them. Whoever is not my focus should be yours, but only when safe to do so.
I can do that.
All right, just looking for anything here. Might be able to find some health somewhere. You really don't have to worry too much about health, even on this difficulty, as long as you're smart and you try not to take too many hits. Of course, a lot easier said than done, but here we have this.
Look here.
Sir.
These are deciphers.
ahead.
Jotnar,
Giants.
you can read the writing.
Some. Just the language his mother knew.
Tells you a little bit about the giants.
But they're all sort of connected, so sometimes I can feel my way through stuff I shouldn't know. You know?
All right, one more here, and then we'll move on. As soon as we get up here, look to our left. Put your axe away, as we've got a blue guy up here. As you can see, he can hit you really fast. Like I said, any encounter can lead to instant
Space
death.
your shots. Speed costs accuracy.
Got it.
Always be careful. And as I go on and kind of get used to the game again, I will, of course, end up getting significantly better as well.
There's
So
a chest over there.
we're going to go along this journey together. All right, this is our first light rune attack that we get. It's called Hell's Touch. Now, I just want to give a brief kind of exposition about the runic attacks. They're all going to have different kind of strengths and weaknesses. Really, it's all mostly about what is going to be best for the situation that you're currently going to be coming up against. So once you equip this, we'll kind of take a look at Hell's Touch, and you can see the type of damage it does, the frost and the stun. And this one in particular does a lot of good stun damage, and the cooldown is 45 seconds. If for Give Me God of War, really the best guide that I could give you is to always pick usually the ones that have the lowest amount of cooldown, so that way you could use them far often than some of the other ones that have, you know, maybe more damage. You can upgrade these as well, so keep that in mind. And we have light and heavy runic attacks. This is specifically just the light version. Now we go over here, you can see that we have this as well. We'll get into that a little bit more later. But right now what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade a few items here. We're going to get this, which is Hold RT for a brutal cleaving axe attack. Essentially, this is a finisher move. It takes about 1.5 seconds to wind up, so you still can get hit, but you can also still block while you're in the middle of this. So if you time it right, you're going to be okay. But this will give you some cool execution style kills. And then we're also going to get Hold RB for an axe throw that just does a little bit more damage as well. Of course, there's going to be plenty more that we will open up with, but for right now, that should be it. And we've unlocked our next achievement, Nice Moves. Obtain a Runic Attack Gem. All right, so to use this, we're just going to hold LB and then press RB, or L1 and R1.
Whoa! How'd you do that?
And there you go.
Move.
Thanks.
Lots of things in this area, so...
Not yet.
It's fine. See? Father, help!
Hang on!
Hurry! I'm slipping!
Stay calm. Almost there.
That wasn't so bad.
Slow down. Your haste will cost us.
Sorry. More Draugr. But these aren't moving. Are they dead? I mean, more dead?
Boy.
Not dead, not dead!
You know the deal?
Remember, accuracy over speed.
This is your first real challenge so far, just remember that. Got one off. You can do this method. You can even use the kick, as you can see. And just try to get them off as much as possible. Angle yourself correctly. And do this over and over again. You can also do it against the wall as well. You don't have to do it here. You could do it like, say, angle it here. Take them against the wall there like that. Alright, so now we got a bunch of enemies. And we've got these guys. So we want to take out these guys first, obviously. If you need to create space, it's easy to do. Okay, you gotta watch out for these guys, because remember, he's a level 2, so... You've got your Spartan Rage, if you so want to use that as well. Anytime you see a red, just be prepared to dodge. They won't always be able to hit you depending on the angle it's currently at, so... Alright, once we have that available to us, we can use that again. Keep moving. Oh. Okay, hurry up, get up. Oh, did we get him? We didn't get him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, oh, I keep putting it a little... There we go. Sometimes I pull it in a little too quickly. Alright, we got a new move that we could use, which is the hold down RT. That gives us a very, very nice kind of maneuver. Let's finish this guy off here. Remember, he will aggro through your hits, so he'll still throw his projectile at you.
I'm ready.
All right, one guy left.
One left.
There we go. That is definitely the toughest fight up to this point.
That was the last one. Is that better?
Take even more time. Does not matter if you fire only once. Show me control.
Get our health back up, of course. And our first Raven is going to be right here, so just aim at it. And that is number 1 of 51. So make sure you check the timestamps. All the Ravens that we get in a particular chapter will be covered in those timestamps labeled from how I'm doing my walkthrough 1 to 51. So another one might be in a different location. It might be numbered differently than, let's say, if you change up the way that you do your walkthrough or something like that. So if you're following this guide, you shouldn't have a problem.
Read it.
Oh, this used to be a marketplace. The giants used to gather here to trade with the gods a long time ago. Wonder if Odin was ever here. Whoa! Above us! Something's breaking through! Something's breaking through the wall!
Alright, so we're going to use this method here. Now, just keep in mind that sometimes they can hit you in between it. Now, you can still block while using this method, so don't think you can't. There, we got one. Alright, now I'm going to keep them a little further away as much as I can because we have a bunch of them coming here. I always like to keep as many guys as I can a kind of distance, especially the big guys. They're pretty easy taking them one-on-one, but once you get into a situation where you have multiple ones coming up on you, it can get a little tougher. Oh, he still got me. Oh, off. So sometimes, once I learn, I think the timing of everything, I'll get better. Try not to use my Spartan Rage if I don't have to, which is probably not the bestest of ideas.
I need you!
You most certainly do, don't you?
On your right!
Alright, so essentially just try to learn. When he does that move, that means it's going to be a short time. That's why I don't like to keep these guys too close. Alright, there's one down. Don't forget to use... Alright, there's two. Alright, one guy left here. Don't you touch my boy. Good job, good job. Like I said, I'll be you'll see a lot of edits pretty much on every encounter we do as I'm going back and kind of learning the game all over again, which is so much fun. But I'm here to guide you, and we're here to kind of help each other so we can make sure we all get that good old platinum.
Do you hear that? What is it?
We will see.
We got a new enemy now. These are the witches. Atreus really comes in handy with these, as you need to make sure that you are using him to keeping them from essentially moving quickly. They can be very difficult.
Towards the scary singing.
All right, here we go. You can keep her from moving sometimes. When she does that, that means she's gonna... See, it's very difficult to hit her. I've always felt like she's been one of the enemies that I've had, like, honestly, the most trouble with in my time with this game. So I usually actually like to use Rage Mode when I go up against her, even though it wastes a lot of Rage Mode because of that right there. But there you go.
Never thought I'd see one of those.
The Revenants are, in my opinion, one of the hardest enemies to face for me. I know there's like certain strategies to take them out and whatnot. Once we have better weapons and equipment, then obviously we'll get better. All right, make sure we grab this here. And take a note of what you see down there as well. All right, so we're going to work our way down here. We're going to go up against another one of those big enemies. This guy is purple, and he only has red, non-blockable hits. So you need to make sure you stay away from him. You can go up, and try to face off against him if you want. I prefer just to stay away as much as I can. Don't let him level up. So wait till he's about to do that, and then try to dodge out of the way as quickly as possible. And then kind of rinse and repeat. Don't let him level up. Always best to wait till he's about to hit you, then dodge, and then dodge a second time, and then you should be good. Dodge once, and then sometimes you can get stuck because it's such a tiny area to kind of maneuver through, so... Sometimes you'll get his attention there. All right, he's almost down. There we go. And that's how we can take him out pretty easily without having to worry too much about everything. So.
What's that? It smells awful.
All right. Also one down here. Let's pick this one up. Again, most of them always have hack silver.
You don't suppose Revenant travel in packs, do you? And there's a bunch of them waiting up there for us? And they're really mad?
Boy.
Sorry. Imagination.
Look immediately to your right after this.
I guess we need to get back up there. But how?
Follow me.
All right. Oh, totally wasn't even paying attention. Let's take this guy out. Remember, you got to go for a heavy attack in order to be able to keep him from doing that. Oh, did he just disappear? Remember these guys here? He's a purple, so it just really doesn't phase him at all, so you can easily dodge these guys, though. I am definitely more of a keep them at bay kind of fighter as opposed to an up close and personal. Although these guys you can easily get up on and it's not really too much of a problem. Alright. So here, again, up in the air, can pin him against the wall. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, just depends on what wall is close. Let's not let him get back up. Alright, so these guys are not purple, so that makes us much better. You don't even need to really do this. I don't think so, buddy. Come here. There we go. As you can see, the wall trick is a very, very useful tool. Let's pick up everything around this room first. Now, this is one of these things that it switches. Just depends on what you need. If it's green, it's health. If it's white, then you're going to get not health. So, and if it's red, you're going to get rage. So let's wait till it's white. And then, as you can see, it's XP. So if you wait till it's white, then you'll end up getting XP. Always looking up. Alright, so if you come up over here, you've probably already seen that there is a second shrine. So this will be 2 of 11.
Another one here.
It says his name is Hrungnir. Mother told me about him. A giant warrior made of stone. Looks like he was in a pretty big battle. Odin's there, Thor, even the world serpent. Oh. Thor must have smashed his head apart. See? But look! Hrungnir's body's... Idiot.
Alright, number 2 of 11.
Boy.
Yes, sir.
We have a scroll here.
I've seen this language before.
New scroll found, so gives you added lore. So you've got the Jotnar shrines, the rune reeds, and the scrolls here. And you've got your bestiary, which essentially every new enemy you come across, you'll learn a little something about it. There's different versions of that enemy, and that's why you see the second one down there. Yeah, so sometimes you'll see more than one when it comes to that stuff. All right, I believe that's everything right here, so we can move on. All right, so that's where we came in from. So if we move down here, we have another one of these. That's a red one only. Some of them are going to be specifically rage or health or something like that, so. There's the first one. Second one is over here. And the third one is going to be over there. But before you can get to it...
People might try and rob us. I'll kill them if they try. I'm not afraid.
If we encounter men, you will stay out of it. Understand?
But I can fight.
You will stay out of it, boy. Speak no more of this.
There we go. And that should have unlocked it. And we picked up another apple. That's apple 2 of 3. One more and we'll get maximum health. So, as you can see, if you kind of take a look right here from this angle, there is a Odin Raven. Number 2 of 51. And I don't think there's anything else right now we need. Now, I'm going to be using my rage up ahead because we got a really, really tough section. So I definitely recommend to use your rage here. But before we do that, come up here. We can grab this chest. All right. First things first is we have a, what I call them witches.
Whoa!
Well, we got the blue guy first. So, the witch will come right after.
Kinda scary sometimes.
All right, here we go. Just go ahead and get a few things. There she is. Right on time. All right. Big guy here. Keep him away. You can see we got a lot of guys here. Always be aware of your surroundings, because they just come out of what almost feels like nowhere. Again, this is how I like to play it. You can play it any way you want. I just try to just be constantly moving. Like, don't sit still. I know they might health up or whatever, but it's better to be keeping yourself safe, keeping everybody at distance as much as possible. Especially those two. See how they can get you with a double hit there if you got them both in the same area. Alright, let's get this guy. Alright, good. He's almost done. This guy will be almost done as well. Now we just got these guys. As you can see, you can actually block them. But it's still, with both of them here, it's not really good to have them both next to each other. Like I said, you can actually block these guys and you can go for a big hit on them. Pretty easy to deal with individually. A little tougher to deal with. Now, if they were purple, then you would not obviously be able to deal with them as easily because they have a non-blockable move. do what you got to do to survive in this game. Do not focus on trying to get up close and personal if you don't feel like that's your style. Play the game the way you want and enjoy it. And there we go.
That was tough.
Normally that battle takes me at least 4 or 5 times, but I was able to actually get through it on the first time, so I'll take it. As you can see, they give you a bunch of health, so you got plenty of health items here. Just make sure you're looking around. You can see there's like kind of like a little empty area down back over here, which I believe you can get to that when you come up here, and then you go down that little area there. So always be on the lookout. Alright, so what you'll need to do here is make this slower. Just get it to the point where you can see it. And there you go.
You did it.
Alright. Everything else is red and green, which is something we don't need currently. Before we move on, we're going to head over here to the right.
All these.
You think it's safer out here?
Alright. Now, do not fret if you think you have missed something, okay? I need to make this perfectly clear. These sections can all be replayed, and you can just go back to it later on in the game. So if you miss something that you're like, oh, I can't believe I missed that, you haven't missed it. You will be able to get it. So don't feel like, you know, you'd have to restart somewhere or something like that. It's very easy to kind of miss something along the way just because of how much there is to collect throughout this entire area.
Oh, what's that smell?
Now! Are they Hellwalkers? They're untouched. Look! Someone start the fires! Sigmund, your knives! So many days without meat.
Meat? Wait, us?
Behind me.
What if they change like the others? We'll have to keep them alive. Strip off their meat. A little at a time.
This fight is mine alone.
Fighting men is actually one of the easiest things. This is the only time you'll actually fight against men, too. They're so fragile, you can't even really get executions on them.
Father, help me!
Atreus! Close your heart to it. Come then. We have a long journey. Wait here. I will handle this.
Do not be tricked by these 3 enemies. They can be very, very tough. One thing to make a mental note of is that some of them you can actually hit. So focus on the ones that you can actually hit first, I would say, just to get them annoying enemies kind of like out of the way. Don't let them beef up if you can help it. So you can see you can hit him, but you can hit these guys. So that's why I like to focus on that first. That way you can just worry about the guy you have to melee. Alright, that should be it. Alright, now we can focus on him. Like I said, it doesn't really affect him at all, so... You gotta love Give Me God of War difficulty. As you can see, this takes quite a bit of time just to get his thing up, because we can't use a trace right now, so... But, other than that, he's really easy. Almost got him up. Actually took him out before he even had the chance to do anything else.
They came back. They came back.
It is finished. Then collect yourself. We must find a way out.
Like I said, every single encounter on Give Me God of War
Here.
can be your last encounter. So
Find something
never
to pull me up.
never take any fight for granted.
Okay.
Always be slow. Those are some of the two biggest tips that I could give you guys for this difficulty. I don't die in every single encounter, but there are a bunch that are just as I'm getting used to the game again. But it just reminds me how amazing this series is and how much I love it.
Atreus. The chain.
The chain. Right.
And that's the only time you actually encounter men. In just this one little area right here.
You are in your head, boy. Let it go. He would have killed you.
I know, I had to do it. I do know that,
And we will go home, boy.
What?
To give up this easily. So close to the start.
Wait, no. I'm not giving up. I can do this. I just have to, you know, catch my breath. Come on up. I'm ready.
Good old reverse psychology.
Listen to me. To be effective in combat, a warrior must not feel for his enemy. The road ahead is long and unforgiving. No place for a boy. You must be a warrior.
I understand.
These are the gates that allow you to be able to travel back and forth between areas.
I'll kick you square in the ring or you don't move. Come on! What you waiting for? Come on!
You can see we're now above that first location when we came in with all the enemies down there. It's all interconnected. This will be the Faces of Magic, which is a set of 9, so you can see that's where we entered originally.
What you waiting for? Come on already! Let's go!
We're going to meet up with Brok and kind of go to our first little hub area where we could upgrade weapons and all that good stuff.
Can't get this slow-eyed cocklump to cross the bridge.
It's because she's scared of something in the trees over there.
There's what now?
Father, throw your axe at those trees on the other side of the bridge. The ones with the white trunks.
You were right.
Say, you must be smart or something, boy. You're a boy, aren't you? Ha!
Does she have a name?
I don't know. Rude bastard ain't ever asked mine, so ain't ever asked hers. Ha!
What's yours?
Brok.
Vera Logan.
Say, you're not gonna believe me, but that axe you got, it was me what made her. Me and my brother. Was one of our best. So don't let nobody else go work on her except for us two. Ah! You gotta handle her special, or she'll wreck beyond fixing. I can enhance her for you right now if it so pleases you, son of a bitch. So what say you? Ah!
You are right. I do not believe you. Come, boy.
There's a rune in the shape of a fork under the grip. No, digger beat ya, Doomber. That was our brand, my brother and me, before we split. I got half of it right here, see? Look, you want I should upgrade her or not?
Very well. I expect an improvement.
So, where's the other half of the brand?
Oh, my dumb brothers got it. But I got all the talent. Look! Sure, I'm open.
So here's the upgrade menu. And this is how we're going to be able to upgrade our axe to get it to higher strength. Very easy stuff. Each thing that you do as you upgrade, you'll see pluses or minuses depending on what you have equipped. So obviously we're going to try to go what is going to give us the most positives as opposed to negatives. And this is how you upgrade it. Now we got a little bit more strength with our axe. Still not to level 2 yet, though. We have crafting here as well, but we're not going to do any of that just yet. We'll wait just a second.
Well, don't look now, but our friends who were hiding in the trees are back for more. Go on, give that axe a twirl.
Be behind there?
Clumsy, don't break nothing.
Once you come back here, he pretty much can't hit you at this point. Unless he moves closer to you.
Adequate.
Now you can see there's 3 of them there, so... You don't have to worry about these guys too much, just get up down there. If you're smart enough, you can do this maneuver I told you about earlier.
Hey, your paw can kill. You gonna learn to do that too?
I'm not sure.
This road leads used to the mountain?
Should put you in the right direction, sure. Want to see my wares again?
Before we do that, we're going to come down here and grab the rest here.
Alone.
I did.
People are one thing. Everything else you fight. Until I say stop or we are dead. Understand? Pull your weight, Sweeto.
I understand.
Good then.
Wait, we're back here again.
Just so I can pick up that right there. Alright, so I believe we're essentially done with this area right now. If there is anything we're missing, we'll obviously come back at a later time to pick it up, but we should be good to go. Such a beautiful world. Thank you guys for tuning in on this journey with me, and I hope you all are enjoying.
Follow me, Atreus.
On my way. Aw, I didn't even see this yet.
There's the second Faces of Magic mask. And as you can see, we're essentially right across from that bridge where we were earlier. That's why it's always good to look around. And let's do some upgrading.
So what'd you find out there?
So here we have some upgrades that we're actually going to take a look at. Not going to do too much right now. We're just going to focus on getting our little boy's Talon Bow upgrade to level 2. Other than that, that'll be it for upgrades right now. We'll do some of that in just a little bit as we're kind of waiting to see what's going to work for us best given the situation that comes across.
Brok,
Fuck else you need?
how come your brother's got half your brand?
'Cause I ain't in a working relationship with that footlicker no more. I wasn't about to let him use it without me, and he likewise. Only thing to do was split the brand 50-50 down the middle. Guess that was the last thing we saw eye to eye on. What? You want a hug? Hit the road.
Sorry.
Be extra careful out there, you two. The roads are teeming with more than usual complement of dead assholes lately.
We've noticed. Any idea where they're coming from?
Maybe they ran out of rooms in hell. Or could be Odin stirring up trouble again. Or maybe they all got lost. Why don't you ask one while he's chewing your face off?
We'll just be careful.
Thought so.
Come.
It was nice meeting you, Brok. I'll be thinking of a name for your beast.
How about I name her fucking Gratitude? Hey! Fucking Gratitude, come over here. I like it. Hey, what's your hinds in there? That place can bust you up real good.
All right, so moving on, there's a few things I want to talk about as we come into this next area here. Essentially, what's going to happen is there's going to be like this little kind of area that we need to use our axe in order to be able to bring up the level of the floor so we can get across it. There's going to be some enemies that show up. It's not too difficult to take them out. You can actually take them out super, super quick if you just use the first method that I do, which is essentially to kind of lure them inside, and then as soon as you grab your axe, keep them there, go over to the other side, and then they'll get crushed. That's always a good way to do it. Very, very simple to take them out, or you can get your hands dirty if you want as well. Of course, you have to remember that you're not going to have your axe with you, because in order to be able to keep the floor level, you're going to need to make sure that your axe is inside that little point right there. Otherwise, this is a pretty self-explanatory mission here. Just make sure you throw your axe all the way till the very, very end. And then you want to use your axe to throw it. Otherwise, well, I guess you don't have to do it to the very end, just long enough for you to be able to jump over to the cross, you know, but that's up to you. I always do it to the very end because just to make sure that I myself have enough time to jump back across.
Wait there.
So once these enemies start, very simple, take them out as quickly as you can if you want to do that method. You can also, as I said, there's really two things you can do. You can do what I'm about to show you here, or you can do the axe method, which is you throw them up in the air and then you throw your axe at them, and then they should be impaled on those spikes. That's another way that you can do it. Multiple ways for you to accomplish the mission at hand. Other than that, just basic, simple combat, and you should be good for a little while. Alright, so there's a few things to grab around in this area. Obviously, we're going to have a little chest right here. Again, these give you hack silver. You don't have to get them, but if you want to upgrade quicker, obviously it's better to do. What we're going to do now is open this up.
Now, boy.
And then we're going to let it trace over by freezing that. As long as it's high enough to him to get over, then should be fine. Going to pick up our next artifact here, which is number 3 of 9, the Faces of Magic. And then we're going to head back over here. What you're going to do is bring your axe back to you and then climb up using B or circle, depending on what you're playing. Once this goes down enough, we're going to jump across. We have another one of those puzzles that we need to do, which is to destroy the 3 letters. First letter is going to be right here on the left.
Trust.
You can go up into this area to grab yourself another chest with hack silver. Second one's going to be up and to the right. Look up. Third one is going to be kind of hidden. Sometimes you can actually hit it from here, but you really can't most of the time. So what you're going to want to do is just look down and then do that and then throw it again and you should be good. That's going to release this and you'll be able to pick up your first rage collectible, or I say collectible just because I can't remember what the name of it is, but essentially what it is, it just gives you your 1 of 3 to increase your rage. It's a horn. Horn of Blood Mead. So that'll be number 1 of 3. And then after we get the third one, we'll eventually be able to get our rage meter up higher. So all collectibles and everything is like pretty much finished in this area, so we can go ahead and move on at this point.
This way.
What we're going to do here is go ahead and get a few upgrades. Talon bow, so we can have Atreus do a little bit better for us. Also the blocking, so now when we do a perfect parry, we'll actually be able to kind of counter that as well. And this is also going to unlock our next achievement or trophy, which is to equip a rune slot inside here. So all you got to do is just sit here, and you should have something at this point to equip an enchantment, and that should bring up Enchanted. So that's number 3, and we're kind of on our way to getting the platinum. Yay. So I'm going to do this for everything that I have. I'm going to cut and minimize a lot of the menu system for you all and get straight to the point, so no one wants to sit in menus for a long period of time. But I also want to make sure that I explain things to you as we're going along. This is a purist playthrough, so we're only going to be upgrading what I feel is 100% needed to be upgrading in order to move on. Other than that, you know, we're not going to really focus too much on that stuff, as I want to make sure that we get with the gameplay and show you exactly what you need to do to get that 100%. No filler.
Wow. Never been this close to the mountain before. Looks so big. Wish Mom was here to see it.
Come, boy.
As soon as you have control, make your way to the left. We're going to pick up our next artifact,
Ooh, good fun.
which should be number 4 of 9, the Faces of Magic. And we have our first little puzzle here. They're pretty easy to figure
Hey,
out.
look at
Shouldn't take you too long.
Boy,
that. Look, there are runes written along the side.
what does it say?
As we are, we two, we three. As I alone can never be.
A riddle.
Maybe there's a clue around here. The rings are turning. Come back down. That part's right. That's it. I see runes.
Boy, what do those runes say?
Oh, it says family. That's not a clue. It's the answer. What I alone can never be. Right?
Use your knife and trace the runes into the sand.
Really? Kinslow. Something happened! It worked! I'm happy we met Brok, but I'm happier we're leaving this place.
It is behind us.
We're going to make
now.
our way over to the left here, climb up here, and you should be able to grab your next artifact, which is number 5 of 9 for the Faces of Magic. Up ahead is going to be another Raven as well.
There's something up.
This time, Atreus will actually point it out to you. It's very hard to see because of the light, but just know that it's there. Look up, and you should see it there. And there's also going to be another Raven up ahead in the next area too. Essentially, right after you're done with the fight, look up where you first saw the troll, and it'll be right above that area there. So, let me explain while there's no fighting going on here. This next area, you're going to have a lot of enemies that are ranged types of enemies. So you need to take them out as quickly as possible. as they will help you defeat the troll. It'll help you defeat the troll a lot
Boy.
easier.
These tracks.
A boar, maybe? Not sure, but I'll find it.
Go. It is important for a warrior to keep his skills sharp.
First things first, we're going to go up right to it and just start hitting it. It's essentially almost the same kind of strategy we used on the ice troll, except this one's a little different because he has kind of mechanics that allow him to do ranged attacks on you as well. But other than that, most of his attacks are quite similar to the previous one. What you have to worry about is the guys. See, I just got hit there, not from him, but actually from one of the ranged enemies that comes along. So make sure you take them out whenever they do show up, because they're the ones that can actually do, in my opinion, the most damage to you. Because you're so focused on the troll, get those guys done first. As you can see, he just threw a ranged attack at us, but if you time it right, you can actually dodge it, even if it doesn't look like you can. You can see I got hit.
This is getting kind of hairy!
Always be on the lookout for health. Again, this isn't a no damage playthrough. I don't really like no damage playthroughs because it just means I can't experiment enough, I guess. Although they're very, very cool things to do. But no damage playthroughs to me really kind of take away from the thought of experimentation, trying things, being brave and bold. You know, I don't want to sit there and learn the enemy so much that it just doesn't feel, you know, right to me to do no damage runs. That's why you never see them done on the channel. Maybe at some point, but for God of War, I feel like I just want to experiment so much and try to get as much out of the game as I can. But maybe one of these days we'll actually go for some no damage runs. We'll see what happens. But let's get rid of some more of these guys, and then once all of them are taken out, then all you have to do is worry about the troll, which, again, he's hard enough on his own, but when you add these guys that hit you from very, very far away, they can be very annoying. Now, sometimes he can actually take out the enemies as well if they're like really close, and then he like stomps down or something like that. He can take them out as well. So sometimes you can use that to your advantage, but just use your axe or go right up on them and take them out as quickly as possible. Keep rolling so that you avoid damage from his ranged attack. And then now we just have the troll left over. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. Same method as the previous troll. Just get in there a little bit at a time. Make sure you either shield that when he kind of steps down, or you can do a roll there. Don't be afraid to use Atreus a little bit more because he's got faster talon strikes as well as he's getting better at his bow. So just make sure you use him a little bit more often. Now when he goes into this mode, it's really easy to not get hit. Just stay away from him a little bit and you should be good to go. Keep wearing him down, and then yeah, we'll finish the fight here and then we'll move on. Lots of collectibles in this area to get as well. So he should drop a heavy runic attack. These runic attacks, obviously, you get the idea. Heavy runic attack. It's the only one we have, so go ahead and equip it. It's got really, really good frost damage. Now, we're going to kind of go around this entire area because there is a lot of collectibles to get. We're going to start here. We'll need Atreus to go all the way up. He's going to allow us to go up, and then we'll have a little kind of area that we need to decipher. Once we're done with the decipher, then we're going to move along to the right side straight across, and then we're going to grab some hack silver up on the ledge. Then we're going to go just to the left of that and grab some more hack silver, which is up on another ledge. Then we're going to make our way back around to where we are kind of now to grab the third and final apple to upgrade our health. Once you're done getting this collectible here, head down and then look up, and you should see the Raven. Go ahead and grab it, and then keep going over to the right.
I don't know what we're still doing here.
All right, so once you drop down here, you're going to turn around, and you're going to find the first letter that we need. Be a little bit distance away. Might take you a little time to see exactly where you need to aim it. Sometimes it goes through and thinks it actually hits it. Run as quickly as possible over here and grab these. This is the second type of these that you're going to come across. And then this should give us our third apple.
Comes from them.
Okay.
This maximizes our health. Actually, it gives quite a bit of health, this first unlock here, which will make going through the next sections definitely a little easier for us. Once you've done that, you should have pretty much every collectible in this area that you need, and then that'll be it.
Atreus, to me. Boy, I hear your animal ahead.
I knew it was a boar.
Shoot when you're ready. Remember, draw to your chest. Wild boar's hide is thick.
But I hit it, didn't I? I did what you said and it looked like it bounced off. Could the boar be magical?
What do you think?
It looked weirder than any boar I've ever seen.
Get after it then.
Once you head down here, immediately look to your right, you're going to see another Raven.
Something else.
That'll be your 5th out of 51. Drop down, head over to the right side behind you. You're going to have some hack silver here. Go directly on the other side,
Some of the bodies are those.
and then make your way around the houses. You will be able to go inside the house here, grab some more hack silver. There's also another one straight ahead, right there. There's nothing behind here, so you don't have to go behind here, but I always look for some reason, even when I know there's nothing behind there. It gets confusing sometimes. You can grab some hack silver here with these.
Dogs are here too. They must have been fighting.
Move to your right and head around the back here, and on the left you will find your next artifact, which should make 6 of 9.
More of those. Good.
If you look up, there's going to be another chest. You just need to come straight here, and then not right there, but look to your right and then the left, and you should see it right here. Go up, go to the right side, and that'll be the next chest. You're going to have a surprise enemy, so an enemy that you cannot take out with your axe, so just be ready to dodge. Remember, when they come at you fast, and it's a quick hit. It's not a delayed hit, so as soon as you see them charge, go ahead, hit your shield. As you can see, we actually did a counter there, and we got him stunned pretty easily, and we can take him out. That's pretty much the last enemy in this little area right here. Grab the last hex over there, and then we'll move on to this next area where you just need to follow the path that I do, and you should be good to go.
Look, it's squeezed under that pillar. I got it. Elbow up, steady hand, relax. Accuracy over speed. Yes!
Do not lose it. Boy? Boy! Where are you? Atreus!
He's slowing down!
Wait for me, boy!
Over here!
Atreus!
What did you do? I'm sorry!
Atreus!
We didn't know he belonged to anyone.
He doesn't. He's my friend.
The boy was following my command.
Then help fix this. Hold here, please. Hold, I said. He's losing blood. The last of his kind in all the realm, and you shoot him. You needed food?
Target practice.
Target practice.
I'm so sorry.
Keep that pressure on. The blame is mine. Should've kept a closer eye.
Will he die?
I will not let him. You. The arrow cut a tideway inside him. Find both ends and hold them tightly. Start with the left side. Grab it and hold. Now the right side. Hold it tight. Good. Now pull them together. Line them up.
You're a witch.
I can't finish the healing here. My home is just beyond the trees there. You will carry him. He must not die. Good. He seems stable and calm for now. Grey Thaw. This way. That bow's a little big for you, isn't it?
My mother made it for me. Said I'd grow into it.
I've never seen you in these woods. She must miss you being away from home.
She's dead. We're taking her ashes to the highest peak in the realms.
Ashes?
It was her last wish.
Boy,
I'm sorry for your loss. We're here.
You live in a tree?
Not in it. Below it. Hemele!
Look!
It's all right.
Is he friendly?
boy.
I promise you, he's safe.
He won't hurt anyone.
Quickly. Place him on the stave there. Keep him still.
You live alone?
It's better this way.
Yeah, my father doesn't like people either.
Boy.
Well, don't.
Hold him still before he hurts himself. Good. Easy. Rest now. I need 2 more things. Fresh red root grows just behind the house. Can you pull a cluster?
What else?
I know you're a god. Not of this realm, but there's no mistaking it. He doesn't know, does he? About your true nature? Or his own?
That is none of your concern.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me. I know. When they find you, And they will. They'll make things difficult. The boy will want answers.
That will be my problem.
Whatever you're hiding, you cannot protect him forever. But you're right. Doesn't concern me. I also need lamb's cress. Do you mind? It's a white petal flower in my garden. Just a handful.
You better work,
Fine.
Kratos.
Lamb's cress. I'm a fucking god of war.
All right, so I had to throw that in there. That is just a little kind of Easter egg. They decided to take that out of the game, but I'd like to make this walkthrough fun and stuff and kind of add little antidotes and whatnot in there to show you just how fun it was, obviously, behind the scenes. So that was a scene there that while they were recording, they did film it and record it, but they didn't end up actually putting it into the final version of the game, so hope you enjoyed it.
Can't quite.
Would this help?
I dropped it?
When you were chasing the animal.
What's wrong with me? If I lost it, then...
You did lose it.
I'll take better care of it from now on.
So once you go back and you complete this section, we're going to head on to the next one. That's where we're going to unlock another achievement. Just wanted to let you guys, or another trophy, just let you guys know about it beforehand, that is coming up. And that'll be our fourth.
Oh, exactly what I need.
So he's gonna live?
Yes.
Then we are leaving.
Wait. Not without thanks. You want solitude? This mark will hide you from those who might make your journey difficult. Luina. Luina. Himalaya. There's a shortcut below the house that leads safely out of these woods. Follow this path down, then head towards daylight.
Will we see you again?
As much or as little as you like. Now get out of here.
Come, boy.
This underground passage should put you back on your path to the mountain. Just use the boat. Wait, and take this. You can use it to orient yourself and navigate the world. It will always steer you towards your goals.
All right, so if you immediately turn around and go back, you can have a conversation with Freya again.
How is he?
He needs rest, but I think he's out of danger.
Does he have a name?
Hildisvini. He's been a good friend for a long time.
I've never seen a boy like him. You said he was the last in the realm?
The last in this realm. He's from somewhere else entirely. Back home, he could take any form he liked, but since he came here, he's been stuck.
Stuck as a boar?
Stuck in his mind. His own true nature grows faint in his memory, like a dream, while the illusion feels more real every passing day.
I'm not sure I understand.
To live. Simply to live in your physical form, day after day. It's hard to resist believing you are your form. In youth, he might have had the strength to rebel, but Hildisvini is very, very old. Without me to remind him of home, of himself, I fear the boar is all that will remain.
Well, I hope he finds his way home.
Thank you, child. I do too.
See you later.
Be safe.
All right, so we're going to continue on here. Not much left to go in Chapter 2. So we got a new enemy here. First, we're going to grab these two. And you can actually see the new enemy right there. They're kind of hanging. So I prefer to actually, can't aim at them yet. Just be prepared. These guys can be very annoying on this difficulty. But as you can see, you can take them out like that.
Mom used to tell me about them. Didn't think they were actually real.
Nightmares.
Yeah. They give people nightmares. Or they are nightmares. I don't remember which. I wish I could ask her.
That's your only enemy you have to worry about in here. Grab this, move it to the right.
Isn't that heavy?
Yes.
Doesn't seem heavy.
All right. Now we're going to go ahead and push this all the way to the end. There's a lot of collectibles, artifacts, other things in this area that you can just not get yet. So we're just going to go a certain amount deep, which is to grab this next artifact right here, and then that's all we're going to do here. We're going to save the rest for
Do
later.
not touch the water. Do you know what is under the surface?
No. It's pitch black.
Then do not touch the water.
That's number 7 of 9. You cannot get the final 2 until you're able to unlock more of this area. They're all in this area. But as you can see, it is blocked behind that right there, and we can't go there yet. So, again, we will be back here many times throughout our adventure. I'm giving you exactly the guide that you need to do it from step 1 all the way to the very end, and then you should be good. All right, so we just picked up a new vitality. So what this essentially is, it's a talisman. It's going to allow us to kind of gain a little bit of buff on health. You can use this with LB and the B button or circle, depending on what you're on. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and equip this talisman. And now we can start to use this to gain a little bit of buff. Now, you also see that we've opened up a new labor. You can use this ability up to 60 times in order to get gold. Remember, this is how you get XP. So use these labors to your advantage. Obviously, you can see one there is to trip enemies, so we need to start doing that too. So you might see combat like tailored a specific way, and that's just mainly to gain XP and just to make sure we can upgrade more and more things.
Teaching me something?
Yes, I'm teaching you the art of hit everything in sight. All right, like I said, a lot of stuff we can't get here just yet.
get to the mountain quick. I just can't believe I'm here, doing all this. There was a time I thought I'd never leave our woods, or even my own beds.
You are not to blame for your sickness.
Oh, I know. I guess I'm just saying. This is great. There's the mountain. Look how close we are.
We flow into seawater.
How do you know?
Do you not smell it?
If that smells the sea, the sea stinks.
This is a whole area where you can explore. We're not going to do any of that yet.
Look at
There will
that.
be a time when we're going to
It's
explore this entire area, but not yet.
Thunder.
That's right. I never thought you listened when Mother spoke of the gods.
I seldom did. Did she speak of one who could feel no pain?
Oh, that sounds like Baldur,
Baldur.
an Aesir god, son of Odin and Frigg.
And Odin is king.
That's right. Why do you ask? I see runes there in his chest. Can't quite make it out. It reads, sacrifice your arms to the center of the water. Awaken again the cradle of the world. What? Throw our weapons into the water? Guess that won't be a problem for you. Are you gonna do it?
The axe did not return. What is this?
It's the world serpent.
Stay calm, boy!
I am! This is great!
It speaks?
Yeah! Mom said he's friendly!
What does it say?
I don't know! That was amazing! Wait! There's the shipwreck way over there. See that? And there's a statue of Thor. Except I can see a lot more of him now.
The water dropped, and the serpent rose.
Oh, that must be why the beach wasn't there before, see? And there's the mountain. Look it, that building leads from the foot of the mountain to that golden temple.
It was all just under the surface.
Except for the statue. Good thing, huh? There's even a dock. There, next to the flag. We're going to the dock first, right? We'll be the first people to walk on it in who knows how long.
You know of that serpent?
He's one of the giants. He's so big he's wrapped around the whole world and bites his own tail.
An exaggeration.
I don't know. Looked pretty big to me. Is this the way to the mountain?
It would seem.
If it isn't the bearded beaver, it is Sapseed. Have I got something for you too?
Brok? But how did you...
None of your fucking business. Now get in here. I got something for you. And don't go making pig eyes at my spot. I saw it first.
Okay. What do you think he wants?
To test our patience.
When word gets out about my new shop, folks will finally come out of hiding. They'll be clawing all over each other just to catch a whiff of my wares. You watch. You rush around like that everywhere? Yeesh. Catch! The pile of rocks there? With that key of Yggdrasil, you can open a magic door to the branches of the World Tree. A shortcut between the realms. If you ever see him out in the world, use it to get back to me quick. But it's only one way. Straight back here and nowhere else. And whatever you do, never, ever throw yourself over the edge of the path, lest you want death.
Yeah, I don't see us wanting that.
Alright, so notice how we don't have a conversation with Brok right now. So what you need to do, you're going to come over here, open this gateway. We're not going to go anywhere. It's just going to show you how it goes to the map, and it'll tell you the points right here where the Mystic Gateways are. Once we unlock them, that's how we'll be able to travel fast between the different areas of the realms, or whatever realm you're in. You can only go to that specific realm. But there's our objective, the journey, and then of course here is where we're at currently. But now when we come back, we can actually talk.
Say, you didn't happen to run yourself afoul of a scruffy fella, about yay high, doesn't feel pain, sounds drunk but probably just slow? Hey, how'd you think I feel about it? If I'd wanted Aesir business, I'd have set up shop outside a brothel. Or a fighting pit. Or a fighting brothel.
Did he say Aesir? Like gods?
No.
Brok, what do you know about the serpent in the lake?
I know he's too damn big.
Alright.
Alright, so we got those two conversations out of the way. We're
What's it
going
gonna
to
be
step in
this
here just
time?
real quick. As you can see, we have the full onslaught of what this upgrading actually has, you know, to offer. Upgrade armor, upgrade all different kinds of things. You've got the upgrade your talismans. So much stuff that you can do. Obviously, there's only a little bit that we can actually do as of right now. This will really come in handy, so we're going to grab the quiver upgrade too. Now, one thing that you're going to need to do is sell your artifacts. We can sell, you don't have to have every single item in that specific set to sell it, so sell them as soon as you have the chance. That way you get the money for them.
You wanted.
Now we should be able to upgrade this even further. This is going to help you out immensely. It's going to mean you're going to be able to fire, you know, quicker. And increase the arrow capacity on the next one to 4. As far as everything else, we're not going to really pick up anything at this juncture. Now, one thing you always want to note is you see in the right side, it'll say negative and plus. If next to the 1 you see it says plus, then that means it's probably a good idea to use it. If it doesn't say anything, then it's really not going to help you out in one way or another.
What you need? What
Just to give you a basic understanding of how it works. See how that says actually that if you craft this with the money that we have, we'll get some pluses. But we're not going to do any of this stuff just yet. And you can use talismans as well. We'll be doing all of that stuff later.
Anything else for you?
And that should be pretty much it, just getting rid of all the things.
So, you sticking around for grains of wisdom?
Alright, so at this moment, you would have the opportunity to travel. You have this entire area. You can go into your map, and then you can travel around. Now, there's a lot of things here that you just can't do because you don't have a specific weapon or a way to be able to make it around. So we're going to come back later when we can actually do more at once and kind of get things kind of in a bigger fashion, I feel like this is the best way to show you, so that way you're not looking around. If I were to put a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, and you didn't follow that path, then this is just going to cut out the middleman, less traveling, less time that you're going to have to sit here to do everything, kind of make it an easier guide to follow. So let's move on. Like, there's a collectible artifact right down those stairs, but we'll get that later. We don't need to get it right now. There's an area over there. There's an area over there. I mean, there's a bunch of areas all surrounding this area. You can see the Odin Raven flying over there. But you just don't need that stuff right now at this moment. But we'll get it later.
Here we go!
Alright, so Atreus can now actually provide some better combat. Remember, saw earlier about something tripping enemies up? I know it looks silly to do this, but these are the labors. They'll blow up when they get like that, so just make sure you're... All you gotta do is do that to stop them. I mean, it's actually really kind of nice to do it this way, because then it makes you get it real quick. You'll still be able to knock them down. I think it looks like unless they get to level 3. Oh, no, we can still knock them down even at level 3. But notice our axe is like really good right now. It's really slowing them down, and it's frosted. Just trying to get as many of these as we can, so we're kind of like farming, I guess you could call it. See, it's still knocking them down. Go ahead and knock this guy out for good. Like I said, once they get higher, it's a little bit more tough to take them out that way, but there you go.
That tower leads through to the mountain.
I'm ready.
Now, as I said previously, when you look at your codex and your map... Okay, let's get that out of the way there. Yeah, your goals and all that stuff, you can see your journey, your favors, your labors, trip enemies up. We're still working on 25. We've already got 22 of 25 now, and we just really started that tripping. So we're already going to get the 250 XP for bronze. So every now and then, I'm going to come in here and take a look and see what type of things that we need to do. As you can see, I need to use a talisman 15 times. We've only done it once so far. So as soon as we come into this new area, we will go ahead and start by using our health talisman. And that way, that'll add to that as well. So we just grab those two right there, and then we're going to move on. Right here, and then do the same thing we just did. Eventually you'll see a 250 unlock. There it goes. So you just saw the 250. But we need to get to 500 here. Or not 500, I'm sorry. I think it's quite a bit. I don't remember exactly how many though. There we go. Again, you're not going to see me do this all the time, but so like say sometimes you're going to see me do some weird combat stuff, but that is just to get those labors done, even if it looks ridiculous. Once they get this hard, then you're not going to be able to get them like as much anymore. So at this point, you might as well go ahead and do it.
You need to find a healing stone.
It's very true. Gonna go ahead and take him out. All right. Now it's just him to worry about. Not as easy to do it anymore, so might as well just go for the. There we go. Like I said, we're spamming here in just this beginning here, but eventually we're not going to be doing that anymore, so you won't have to put up with it for too long. Gonna grab the 3rd Jotnar shrine.
Another one here.
Look, it's the world serpent. He's so much bigger than I imagined. Oh, look, he bit Thor. Or will bite him. Looks like.
All right, there's number 3. Now, there's other things in here that you're going to be able to get later, like, say, those. You can't read them yet. So don't worry about them. Leave that in here. Remember, that's going to heal you up a little bit. Not by much, but we just need to use it 15 times.
Oh.
All right, we got a new enemy here, so just going to be careful here. Okay, there's that. So I had a little incident that happened. For whatever reason, we unlocked an achievement as I was going through this the first time, accidentally. It said upgrade an armor thing, so I think it was a little bit late, so it looks like we had a late achievement that unlocked. But if we actually go into here, under God of War here, go to our achievements, and you'll see that it unlocked upgrade a piece of armor, which was called the Dwarven Integrity. So I'll try to put that in there wherever it is that shows up, but just want to let you guys know. So just upgrade a piece of armor and you get that achievement. Even though I don't think I've upgraded any armor yet. So not really sure how I got that achievement, to be honest, because I have not upgraded any armor yet.
It's a fragment of a language cipher.
This unlocks a side mission where you'll need to go to Muspelheim. That's just one of 4. There's more than 4, but once you get 4, then you'll be good to go. Don't bring your axe back yet.
Oh, what were those things? They smelled awful.
Your mother called them scorn poles. Poison magic. She was the one who showed me how to disable them. What?
It's just funny to think of her teaching you something.
That will come into play later once we have those abilities, but we don't have all that stuff just yet. So let's move on. Gonna meet up with Sindri now.
Whoa. Sure is foggy here. Another dwarf. Should we...
No. He is of no consequence.
Hi. Excuse me, but, how did you come by that, axe?
That is my concern alone.
And, while I won't dispute that, I know that blade. It was one of ours, but, we didn't make it for you.
Step aside.
I can't. See, the woman we made it for, I was, well, I am quite fond of her, and I would be somewhat displeased if it turns out that you did something to her.
It was my mother's. She left its father before she died.
Face dead? I'm very, very sorry to hear that. She was a fierce warrior. And a good woman. Okay. I will make improvements to the axe.
But nobody asked you to.
Well, it's true, but knowing your mother, she would have insisted I repair that act of vandalism perpetrated against her axe by my brother.
I knew it. You are Brok's brother. The other half of the brand's here.
The blue one is your brother.
Yes. Though my talents are vastly superior. No boast. I swear to Freya.
Do not undo his work. Improve upon it only.
Yeah, but can you put it down over there? That handle is...
No.
Filthy. Okay, then. I will just... Oh. 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 Oh, is that dried blood? Oh.
So, what were you working on?
Oh, that. I call it the Sky Mover. Just up that mountain waits a treasure trove of rare resources. Once I mine it, I'll need a way to bring it all down.
And you know how to fix it?
Not even a little.
Did you really make that axe for my mother?
Oh, I'd recognize it anywhere. Ask me. It's one of our best. Infused with the echoing screams of 20 frost trolls. Give or take.
But why her? How did you know her?
She sought us out in the beginning. She was a special woman. She wanted to protect people. I suppose we thought it was a chance to give power to someone who'd use it for good. She even spoke our native tongue. She'd say, Madurin sem gengur, egen vigum hans.
Gengur I.
That's right. That's impressive. I see a lot of her in your eyes. You know?
Thanks, Sindri.
Don't touch me.
What? I didn't. I won't. I'll come back later.
Be careful where you're going. There's nobody nice out here anymore since all the people left. I mean, I hate to generalize, but, mostly they just try to kill you.
Good tip.
I know it's not my business, but if I were you, I'd wash off that symbol painted on your neck.
We were told it would help protect us. Was that a lie?
Oh, no, it's a protection stave, all right, but you can't render that pigment into paintable texture without blending it with boar urine. And is that really better than death?
Maybe a little.
Well, it's your neck. Ugh. Oh, I could use a distraction.
All right, so we've got new resurrection stones. This is something we're obviously going to use during our playthrough every now and then, whenever. It's a get-out-of-jail-free card, essentially. It's going to really, really come in handy for later, especially when you go up against Valkyries and things like that. So obviously we're going to go ahead and buy this one. I'm always going to want to not use it in any situation, but it's there if, you know, we're doing really, really well and then make a mistake, and then, you know, essentially that's when you're going to want to use it. Other than that, that's pretty much all we're going to do as of right now. So let's...
Until we meet again, my friends.
Until we meet again. In the search for more money. All right, come over here. Be careful because... Alright, you're going to have a little snake-like creature coming over here. As soon as he comes up, stay in this corner and just keep throwing. You should be able to get him before he goes back into the ground. Alright. Now, here's the thing with these guys. If you let them hit you with that, it's an instant death. Even with full health. So, utilize this tree to block the path. Again, our goal is to stay alive. Alright, one left. Hello. Alright. More came, so at this point, let's get out. Alright, we're able to hit him. That was good. Get ready for it. He's going to come. Alright. Now, we can't throw it back at him yet because we don't have that specific ability, but we will get it eventually. Alright, one guy left. Alright, there we go. Again,
They were tough.
everyone has their own ways of doing stuff. That's just kind of my way. I'd rather live to fight another day. Alright, so notice that we have one of these. So first thing you're going to want to do is do one. There. Removes the middle one. Come over here. Pick up the hack silver there. We're going to do two. And just so you know what it looks like, that's how you can tell. And then do two here. You'll hear a big click, and that'll let you know that you've completed it. Alright, horn 2 of 3, so just one more. And then we'll have more rage. And we'll be using that against the machine. Alright, still more stuff to get here. So if you look behind this little area right there, you'll see that.
You think all dwarves are as weird as Brok and Sindri?
No,
I wonder why they don't get along. I mean, they're family.
that is their matter alone, boy.
Alright, so you can see we picked up some actual armor. However, as you can see, it really doesn't help us out. It lowers our strength, it lowers our luck, it gives us a little bit of cooldown, but it's not really something that's too good right now. However, as you can see, this here is not what we have equipped, is not something that can actually go up higher in level. You can go to the sockets here and see if there's anything. No. So for right now, I think we're okay. We don't need to equip that stuff just yet. Alright, so now we're going to move over here, and we got the same situation. Now you notice these guys here? Obviously you'll fight them later. There's a lot of areas you can't do anything with just yet, so keep that in mind as well. You will be coming back through here like multiple times, so All right. Gonna head over here, grab this. And should be decently good for now.
Look up there.
We'll move on.
I can't tell. Are we getting closer to the mountain?
We are.
We're not facing her just yet. We're gonna come over here. Make a mental note that you've got something up there. Obviously, we'll be coming back to this area to grab it. Now, there's the arcane bracers. So again, you know, look at what it's doing to our strength. And that's the most important thing right now. It is giving us a +1 in defense and a lot more in the cooldown range, but the luck goes down, in my opinion, I think, a little too much. But we'll upgrade all that stuff when we need to upgrade a little bit later. So make sure you're out of the range of each one of these here so you don't get caught. And we have a fight with a witch. You might be tempted to use your rage, but I wouldn't, because you're definitely going to want to use your rage, I think, in the next area. In my opinion. Alright, here we go.
Your arrows will bring her down.
Ooh, might want to get out of here. I totally forgot that I'm in an area that I shouldn't be in right now. Remember, it'll follow you, so be careful. Don't let her level up.
Need more time.
Think we got her. Nice. Almost died, but we were able to get her. I totally forgot that you can't enter into that area either. Okay, so we're going to head over here to the right. You can see that there's something there that we can't grab yet. Here. However, you can come up here, grab this, and then you'll see we have the second chamber found. So we'll go ahead and unlock this. It's not really unlocked, but it'll show up on the map now once you get close enough to it. All right.
Atreus, follow me.
So we got a huge fight up ahead. So get ready. Gonna go ahead and use that. It'll build
Do you think for this last
towards our
leg up the
15.
mountain that maybe I can carry her?
I told you no.
Why? She meant more to me than you anyway.
What?
I just meant I spent more time with her. You were off hunting a lot.
It would serve you to stop talking.
These guys look kind of sick.
As you can see, just kind of rolls off of them. All right, back away. All right, looks like we're good.
That was good, right?
You still have much to learn.
All right, pick up a few of these things here before we continue. Unlock where all of the health is. Just take a note. We got 3 pieces of health. Alright, this one we're going to use. Probably not a good idea to run into the fire. Alright, you can see that's the final piece. It gives you the shoulders. So if you wanted the full set, but as you can see, the full set's really not good for us right now. So we'll get into it a little bit later, but we can take a look at our skills real quick and see if we have enough points to do a little something else. We're going to grab Ferocity with the Talon Bow for Atreus, which will help us when enemies are really close to us. It can do some high stun damage and stuff like that. But other than that, that's all we're going to take a look at right now. And I will dive way deep into more of that a little bit later. So we'll need to kind of move around the side here. Alright, we got another legendary chest. We're almost coming up on the end of chapter 2 here. And we have a new light runic attack. So, unfortunately, this is not the bestest of ones. As you can see, it's a 91 second. That's only 45. So, honestly, it's better to keep Hell's Touch right now. Even though it does have frost damage and whatnot. So, but we're going to not use it for now. Probably not a good idea to take that out too early. Alright, well, we just had to use all 3 of those. Definitely not what I wanted. But here we go. It's time to do this. Just take a mental note. We have one there, and we have one right there. So, make sure we kind of like bottleneck some enemies, and then we should be good to go. It is time for an ogre.
Let him go! Father?
Right from the start, we're going to go ahead and use this, and immediately start getting your rage meter up. Almost got it. There we go. Nice, we got it just in time. Now I should be able to take all these guys out. Nobody left? All right, nice.
Who built this place?
Woo! Unfortunately, we got no health items whatsoever. Alright, make sure you go and grab your stuff. Gonna get a few things. We got an enchantment that increases strength and runic by 3. Frozen Flame, so we can get our axe leveled up. Again, my strategy for that boss is essentially stick as close to him. He's got like 2 moves. But just try to dodge the others behind you, because once you can get his stun meter all the way up, then you're good to go. Ride him, take out everybody. I need to definitely make sure I turn off my Discord on the next session. But that should be it as far as everything in this area here. Now we can go over here and we can take a look at, let's see, armor, as we have some more sockets. Symbol of truth. All right, let's move on. So we're almost to the end of chapter 2 here. If you go to your left, you'll see an Odin Raven, but we're going to pick that up in chapter 3.
Whoa. I can see why Mom wanted us to bring her here.
Indeed.
Make sure you're leaving a like and commenting on this. As you can see, we can't grab that yet, but we can go ahead and pick up some health here. Chapter 3 is actually a really, really short. As you can see, the Raven's right up there, but we're going to pick it up on the way back because this is the end of chapter 2 right here.
Is that smoke?
Obviously, you'll pick that up later.
Stay back, boy.
Ugh. What is that?
We must find another way up.
The witch! Wish she was here. Bet she could get us past this.
My magic is useless against the Black Breath, and there's no way around it. Odin saw to that long ago.
What are you doing here?
Making sure you can finish your journey.
Why wait to warn us?
I was busy, saving my friend, if you remember. The Black Breath is a corruption of magic even I can't dispel. Only the pure light of Alfheim is strong enough to break through. But that road is long. What does this goal mean to you?
It's everything.
Follow me.
Why help us?
Maybe I see more of myself in you than I'm willing to admit. Maybe by helping you, I'll make up for a lifetime of mistakes. Or maybe I just like you.
Even though we shot your friend?
Even though you shot my friend, yes.
Where must we go?
To a realm beyond your own.